What is Beethoven doing right now? Decomposing. Hi, I'm Ryan with the Neville Public Museum, and I'm here today to share some of the coolest things we have on display. When most people think of museums, the first thing they expect to see are fossils. But do you really know what a fossil is? As it turns out, it's a lot harder to understand than I thought. So let's take a look at some of the fossils that we have here on display and learn how they were made. So the first thing to know is that fossils don't just come from dinosaurs. In fact, any living thing from the past is able to become a fossil.
Yay!
But the bad news is that most don't. A fossil is just any part of an animal that has been turned to stone by forces of nature. So how does this happen? Imagine this. Let's say an animal like a woolly mammoth has died. In almost every single case, the skin, muscles, and organs decay after a few months, and the bones decay after a few years, leaving nothing of the animal left. But let's say that this mammoth died near a lake and fell into the water before it decomposed. The skin, muscles, and organs will still decompose under the water pretty quickly, but as time goes on, the bones will still be around and they'll get buried in mud at the bottom of the lake. Bones are the hardest part of any animal, but if you look closely, you can see they're full of little tiny holes called pores. Now imagine a sponge which has much larger pores and what it would be like if you used that sponge to clean up some spilled glue. Eventually the liquid part of the glue evaporates and leaves behind the hard part and makes the sponge really solid. And that's exactly what happens to bones at the bottom of a lake. The pores in the bones get filled with water, and inside the water are minerals like calcium. Eventually, if a lake dries up, the water will also evaporate from the bones and leave them filled with the hard minerals. And believe it or not, there are several other ways that fossils can form, but that's a topic for another video. So now that you're a regular Sherlock Bones, come check out these real mammoth fossils we have here on display at the museum for yourself. You can also check out our YouTube page for more videos like this and our Facebook and other social media to be the first to hear about what we're up to. Bon voyage!